Hi, welcome to Sachin Study Tech. Today topic is control statement, that is decision making statement. So in previous video we had discussed if else, if else. Now in this video we can discuss if else if else if. So it is if else if ladder. We can discuss this one, and nested if. What is the use of nested if? So these two topics we can discuss in this video. Now we can see what is meant by if else. For example, here I am consider marks. For example, average marks, for example here 80. Okay, if marks greater than or equal to 90, then just you can print system.out.println. It can print grade, you can print the grade A plus, right? If you can print the grade A plus, right? Now else if marks greater than or equal to 80, system.out.println, you can print the grade is A grade. Else if marks greater than or equal to 70, then system.out.println, grade is B grade. Like you can print like that. You have to print grade. Here it is greater than 90, greater than or equal to 90, you can print A plus. Greater than or equal to 80, it can print the grade A. Greater than or equal to 70, it can print the grade B. Like here it is greater than or equal to 60, you can print the grade C. Greater than or equal to 50, you can print the grade is D. Greater than or equal to 40, you can print the grade is E. And remaining else case, that means less than 40, it can print F grade F, that means fail. So if you want to execute this this program here, now you can see I am consider here it is a marks, average marks equal to for example 80. If marks greater than or equal to 90, marks greater than or equal to 90, just you can print grade A plus, you can print grade A plus, right? Else if marks greater than or equal to 80, then you can print grade is A, right? Here it is else if marks greater than 70, greater than or equal to 70, here greater than or equal to 70, then you can print. Here you can hold only one statement, that's why you need not to use any curly braces, just you can use only one statement. Okay, just if the condition is true, you can print it is a B grade, right? Like else if you can hold more than one statement, if you want to print based on that condition, then you can use the curly braces, you can put the block here. But in this case I am printing only one statement, that's why you cannot use any curly braces. Okay, so that is the difference. Already previous video I discussed. So if marks greater than 60, then you can print the grade is C grade. Like that you have to print else if For example, you can write any else if here. Else if marks greater than or equal to 50, just you can print that grade is D. Here else if marks greater than or equal to write 40, then you can print the grade is E grade. Maybe marks are CGPA based on the for example CGPA 9 points, 8 points, 7 points, 6 points, you can take the CGPA 5 points, 4 points, like that. So here else case, I am consider else case. Here you can print fail. The grade is F grade. So that is fail. Just if you want to print this statement here, you can print F, that is fail. So just I am consider the marks is 80, so which is marks greater than or equal to 90, this statement is false. So you can see marks greater than or equal to 80 or greater than 80. So that's this statement is, it is true. That's why you can execute this statement grade A. Now you can see, you can compile and run this program. Okay, there is no error. Then you can run that program here. You can see the grade A grade. But you know marks 80. So here it is marks greater than 80, it is also true. Marks greater than or equal to 70, it is also true. Marks greater than or equal to 60, it is also true. But here you can write in this order only. For example, here I am consider this statement is just marks greater than 70. Here that statement is, you can put here. So marks greater than or equal to 70. In that case also you can execute the statement. What is the output now? The grade B. So that's why you have to follow that order also. So now we can see the output here. Just you can compile that program. Okay, there is no error. Then you can run that program. Here you can see the grade B. What is the meaning of that? So if here this statement is false, then you can check this else if. So marks greater than 70. If it is true, okay, need not to check the remaining else if, and else block is also not executed. So that is the meaning. Okay, that's why you have to follow that order also. So else if here, so that's why here marks greater than 80. If it is true, okay, need not to check the remaining conditions here. Else this else if block is not executed and else block is also not executed. If it is not comes under here, for example here I am consider 55 marks, a CGPA 5.5. Now what is the output here? You can see what is the output, grade D. Here you can see marks greater than 50, so that is grade D, right? Grade D. Now for example here marks is 38 marks, 39 marks here you can see. So even though these all statements are not executed, it is not true. And also you can check marks greater than or equal to 40, it is also not true. Then else block is executed if any one of the condition is, if any one of the all conditions are false, right? Here all conditions are false in this case. Now the else block is executed. Now we can see that what is the output now. So else block is executed. That's why grade F, that is fail. Okay, this is the example program for the if else ladder. Next, now next program nested if. That means I am consider here the program is attendance, I am consider attendance, and uh, that is fee status, paid or not paid. For example, is it true or false? Then for example, it can holds the true or false. Now I am consider the true. Here you can see attendance is attendance for example 84%. Attendance percentage is 84. So here also you can take the like a double. Maybe you can consider the point values also. You know, point, if you can put point for example 84.5, then what is the meaning of that? Here the by default it is considered as a double type. That's why I am consider the double here. Otherwise you can put the suffix in small f or capital F here, then it is float type. Now if you want to print if, what is the nested if here? If within another if within another if is called as a nested if. Now just I want to check attendance greater than or equal to 75, then only eligible for the write the exam. And also within the this if, how to put another if also here. If right fee paid, here you can take the meaningful name. Here it is fee paid, if it is true or false. So fee paid, okay, if it is true, if it is true, that means here just if you want to print the, you are eligible to write the exam. Just if you want to print only one statement, okay, eligible to write the exam. Okay, if attendance is satisfied, in that case also if you want to print else block here also you can see else block here. If it is fail here, P not paid, then in that case if you can execute fee not paid, so not eligible to write the exam. Okay, just if you want to print like that. And also here if attendance is low, that means less than 75, in that case insufficient attendance, so not eligible, if you want to print like that. So here what is meant by nested if? Nested if means if within another if is called as nested if. So in this program we can explain here. I am consider the attendance maybe you can take any attendance here 84.5% here, and boolean fee paid or not. So fee paid is true, I am consider. Just if you want to assign that value also at runtime. Now you can see if the attendance greater than or equal to 75, if this condition is true, then only can enter into the this inner if is executed, otherwise you cannot enter into the inner if. Okay, this is outer if, this is inner if, nested if, right? If the condition is true, this first condition is true, then only you can check this condition only. If the first condition is false, okay, need not to check all these things, just directly after this system.out.println insufficient attendance. So here also you can put the else block here, for example else block here, just after s, just if you want to print one statement, thank you, thank you, like this you can print one statement here. Okay, this statement is not depending, thank you, this statement is not depending on any else or if. So if maybe the condition is true or false, in that case also can execute that statement. Now we can see that first you can save this program, now we can compile, there is no error. Then here now we can execute, you can run this program here. What is the output here? You can see eligible to write the exam. So thank you is, so it is not depending on else block here. Okay, for example I am consider here attendance is 74.5, right? I am consider the attendance is 74.5. in this case, so this condition is fail, so it cannot enter into this block, right? Just you can skip this block. Now you can execute the else block. Now you can see in this case, just if you want to compile this program here, next you can run this program. What is the output here? You can see insufficient attendance, so not eligible to write the exam, right? If you can print that statement like that. Okay, for example if it is 78.5 or 78, right, you can take any value here greater than 75, but it is fee not paid. So you can see what is the case here. So what is the case here? You can see what is the output here. Attendance is satisfied, this condition is satisfied, then you can enter into this if block. So if it is false, that means so this statement is not executed, this if statement is not executed, right? Then within this else block is executed. If it is true, this if condition is true, then you can enter into this block. Okay, if this if condition is false, you can execute these statements. Okay, not this one. Now we can see the what is the output here. You can run this program. What is fee not paid? So not eligible to write the exam. Okay, thank you is this one. Okay, now you can see that if it is, for example here attendance is 66%. Now it cannot execute, right? This if statement is false, so directly this else block is executed, not this one. So that is the difference. You can see, just you can run this, you can compile this program, you can run this. So what is the output here? Insufficient attendance, so not eligible. So thank you. So this statement is executed because here it is false. Maybe if it is true also, in this case also, for example you can see in this case also it cannot enter into the if block here if it is true, but here the first statement is this condition is fail, so need not enter into the this block. That's why in this case also the same output. You can see that you can run this program. Here you can see insufficient attendance, so not eligible to write the exam, right? You can print the thank you, right? So this is the example program for the nested if. So next class you can discuss switch. Thank you for watching this video.